everyone. Welcome to this second of the 5 expert sessions. This session will be about energy management. And I am Jean-Marc Zola. I am in charge of digital energy from Schneider Electric in Europe. And it's my privilege to welcome Karin, who is from ERF in Germany. So, Karin, maybe a few words about yourself and about ERF.
Okay, so first thing, thanks for having me. I am from Berlin. We are running the ERF Campus Berlin, a gas production site that we transformed into a campus working on energy, on mobility, and on sustainability. So we started in 2008, in the middle of the Lehman crisis. Nobody was investing in real estate. We did. I don't want to compare times, but hard times too. And then, we started to create a campus. Today, every random real estate project is called campus. But we thought campus as campus right from the beginning. So we have universities, research institutes, big corporate companies like Schneider Electric or Deutsche Bahn, a lot of startups. So 7,000 people in about 100 companies working on these topics. Very successfully, fully rented. A good partnership with Schneider Electric. So we started together to think of another campus, and then we started ERF Campus Düsseldorf, our second project. Schneider is going to move in with their German headquarter by the end of the year. And then again, we'll show that it's feasible to build sustainable buildings, to rent them, and to even earn money with it.
Yeah. And Karin, what is and we have been working together for some time now. But what is interesting, if we start with your vision and really the long-term objectives of ERF, how would you describe them?
Well, vision and mission is a bit a corporate approach. We are a small Berlin-based real estate company, but of course
how would you describe it?
Of course, we have visions.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is we want to show that you can do it, that the energy transition and the achievement of the climate goals is something we can do if we have a bit of courage, if we are innovative, if we are putting together smart people on the same campus, not working remote, but meeting every day, discussing and creating things together. You can do it with the right people, with courage, with innovation spirit. And then you can even be very successful with it. What I said, these are hard times for the real estate sector, but we are completely fully rented. If I would ask all my tenants to leave tomorrow, I could rent to new tenants the day after tomorrow. So that's really what companies want, this kind of campus idea, technology driven and innovative, long vision and missions. And we can afford it. We never received ever received any public funding, and we even can earn money with it. I can afford to travel to MIPIM.
That's good. That's good. So, would it be fair to say that the energy consumption and the sobriety linked to your buildings when it's about energy is instrumental in the way you can attract tenants and the way you can really develop the business? Would you say that?
Definitely. And it was already 15 years ago. I mean, times have changed since 2008. From today's point of view, I would say that energy prices are important. Energy has to be affordable. It has to be green. And you need energy security. And together with Schneider and our other partners, we can supply all of these three in Düsseldorf, at least, where we have, maybe I'm going to explain a bit on our energy concepts already. So Berlin is about biomass, and so it's about a little bit, I always call it Energiewende 1.0. So we started 15 years ago. We wouldn't work on gas today, but in Berlin we have certified biomass, and so we are achieving the CO2 targets from the German government since 2014. In Düsseldorf, we have another approach. We have a lake right next to the campus, and we are using the thermal energy coming from the lake for cooling in summer, heating the building in winter times, combined with PV. We have this closed circuit of energy in our campus, so absolute secure and safe pricing. So it helps us. Of course, it helps us to attract companies. And again, corporates, they need green buildings. No corporate would move into a building that will not achieve climate targets in the next years.
I understand. So, if and we'll come back on the technology side, but when it's about the achievements, what you have been able really to implement, I have one number on top of my mind. This is 35 kilowatt hour per square meter per year, which needs to be compared. And there are some. There's not a full alignment, but we can see that in Europe, it's in the range of 300 kilowatt hour per square meter per year, the average consumption. So by itself, and I believe it's for Berlin, for the Berlin campus. So it's a massive achievement. When it's about the occupancy of the campus, or what it is now, and how much did it help you really to attract people?
Well, it did. I mean, it's an investment in the beginning. We had to invest in smart buildings, but it's an affordable investment. Same range I always compare it to carpet investments. We invest about 30 euros per square meter in nice sustainable carpet, and we invest the same amount per square meter in digitalization of our buildings. So you can afford it. And then, of course, it's always better to use green energy. It's even more interesting not to consume energy. So to have these intelligent buildings helps us to reduce energy consumption and again be attractive for companies, for tenants, because our rents are not very high, but energy costs neither.
And the occupancy right now, how much is it?
100%.
Okay.
120.
Yeah, okay, more than 100%. Okay, great.
And in Berlin and in Düsseldorf, we are going to open up at the end of the year. It's already fully rented. Shows it's maybe a nice idea to build smart buildings.
Seems to be a nice business idea. Okay. And nice for the environment too, actually. When it's about, so we've been talking a little bit about the technology. In my mind, they are. Let's simplify, but there are two parts into that. There is one which is about the sources of energy, and you talked a little bit about the lake. And then there is what we have been doing together so that we can really manage all of that to make all the different sources of energy based on the occupancy, based on the usages, so that we make these buildings, actually, because this is a campus, more efficient. So when it's about the sources of energy, I believe there is lake. There you have PV.
Yeah, that always depends on the location, in fact. I mean, we don't have a lake in Berlin, so we can't do... Okay? And if we ever do another campus, would probably be something else. So it depends on the location. But in fact, we didn't start to talk with Schneider once we had the sources. We talked to Schneider right from the beginning. That's very important, to put everyone on the platform right on the beginning. So we had our building people with Implenia. We had Stadtwerke Düsseldorf, our contracting partner. We had Schneider Electric and all these partners right from the beginning discussing this building with us, which helps us to be very cost efficient and to save a lot of time. Today we are 7 weeks ahead of our plans. So yes, it's always important, same thing for the campus, to have good partners and to do it together.
And you would say, if you have to reflect, now you have the experience of Berlin, Düsseldorf is still going on, but okay, you're pretty advanced. Would you say that this is one of the key success factors, the fact that you've been able upfront to assemble together all the different players, we will have an impact on the choices and on the construction. Do you believe that's really something which is important and which explains the success?
It's one of the aspects explaining the success. It depends on the location. If you're doing a campus, I don't know where, maybe it wouldn't work this way. But being in Düsseldorf, being in Berlin, providing a cost and energy efficient building to have nice partners on board is one important factor. And it's attractive for all of us because in Berlin, we have up to 100,000 visitors per year visiting the campus. And they're not visiting my buildings. They are visiting, of course, Schneider Electric and our other partners to see how it can work. So it's for companies like you, for our tenants, it's like a 360-day trade fair situation we have, because these are not tourists coming. These are business people, press, politicians, etc. So we are a real life laboratory, but we're also a showcase, like a big showroom for all of us.
No, fully appreciate. And we were talking about the technology. So we were talking about the sources of energy. On top of that, there is what we have been doing together. So the management of all of that, and with a fully integrated system, not only building management, but also power management. And with power management, we have a solution which is called Microgrid Advisor, which allows really to adjust the loads and to manage the different sources of energy, which I believe has been also instrumental in your choice in our partnership, correct?
Thinking it together, building and energy and mobility, because we have also these charging points, etc. So it's a fully integrated system, which Schneider helped us to build up. And we are still working on it. It's never perfect. So it's learning together, testing together, and doing it better together. And can I... Because I'm German, I must. Because press people yesterday asked me, why Schneider? I mean, you're Siemens people, you're from Germany, so why are you? Yeah. I think we needed the French approach, this willingness to be open to innovation, to test, and sometimes to fail, and to test again and try again. I think if we had done it with a German company, we still would prototype. We wouldn't run a building.
So you have appreciated the flexibility and the fact that we
the spirit, in fact,
and the overall spirit. Good to hear. I had one question. You completed Berlin, and you started Düsseldorf 10 years after Berlin, or something like that. What were the lessons you learned from Berlin that you applied for Düsseldorf? Were there any important lessons you learned?
To bring everyone to one table right from the beginning. So that's what we learned, to discuss with Implenia and Schneider Electric at the same time. Yes, this lake water approach is new, better energy sources, and well, basically it's 2.0, EUREF 2.0.
So what's next?
Yeah, good question. Hard times for a big project. There'll probably be another EUREF campuses, but now we just finished Berlin. We are opening up our big gas tank development in June. Then next year, by the end of the year, first tenants are moving into EUREF Campus Düsseldorf. Next year, we're doing the second part of EUREF Campus Düsseldorf, and then we'll see. I would love to do EUREF Paris.
We can talk about it. Karin, thank you very much. That was really very inspiring.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks.